As a Benchmarks administrator, you'll configure the Benchmarks application for your company. Then your company can compare its performance to its industry peers. Benchmarks is installed by default and is also installed with the Success Dashboard application. We're logged in as Benchmarks administrator. To configure Benchmarks, we'll go to Success Dashboard, Getting Started. This takes us to the Success Dashboard admin console. We'll configure Benchmarks, and here's the Benchmarks configuration page. The first step is to opt into Benchmarks. This gives you access to anonymized KPI benchmark scores from organizations like yours, and adds your KPI data anonymously to the Benchmarks database. We'll read and acknowledge the opt-in agreement and opt in. Now we can proceed with configuring Benchmarks. Next, we'll assign roles for Benchmarks users. You can give a user one of 3 roles depending on their access needs: Data Viewer, Admin, or Recommendation Viewer. When you choose a role, you see the users who currently have that role. Here's the number of users currently assigned for each role. You can add users to the list and remove users. You can come back to this page anytime. Our next step is KPI participation. We can configure our participation in 6 categories: ITSM, ITOM, Success Dashboard, Strategic Portfolio Management, Conversational Interfaces, and Security Operations. When we choose a category, we see the individual KPIs in that category. This is a helpful summary of our KPIs with our current participation in each KPI, a description, the formula for calculating it, and any additional conditions. We can opt in or out of participation for any individual KPI. We can also modify the KPI, including the formula for calculating it and the conditions for each contributing indicator. That's our last step, so let's go back to the Benchmarks configuration page. If you wish, you can opt out of Benchmarks at any time and provide a reason why. If you do this, your organization will no longer have access to Benchmarks data, and all of your data will be removed from the Benchmarks database. With those simple steps, your Benchmarks application is ready for your organization to use. And you can come back and change the configuration at any time. To learn more, see our product documentation or knowledge base, or ask a question in the ServiceNow community.